Everybody, and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 15, Week 2. Last time, Alch Capone drafted a team with not much damage and couldn't land the Hoodwink ults ever. This time, let's see what happens. They have their regular Pause 3 in now. It's going to be my first time seeing Meph on Pause 3, and I'm not looking forward to it.
10 seconds remaining.
I think I saw Meth play Pause 3 once.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, he plays
Well,
everything.
I
And
think
he
he was playing like Axe or something in the game I saw.
and he still believes to this day that he can play everything.
Radiant team ban.
Rubik banned. They do not want to see that Dark Ace Rubik again. No big surprise.
Yeah.
It did really well in the last game. I do believe that had a lot to do with the context of it.
It was really annoying for them that last game.
Ban.
I mean, it even ruined like a lot of Chronos, just dropping the Rubik Q on the Chronosphere, making his damage just cut in half. Damage was already a big problem for them, so getting rid of that, not a bad idea. I don't know why they're banning out the Doom. It's really weird. MKNY just banning all the meta crap that you're going to see in every game.
Maybe they want to pick something that's Doom's good against.
Maybe. Whatever it was, they didn't pick it last time, certainly.
10 seconds remaining.
So you're thinking about it for Coddle, I guess? Alch Capone going to pick up the tree this time.
Radiant team pick.
Tidehunter.
MKNY going to pick up the Tidehunter to try and boost up Tidehunter's like 30% win rate in this league.
Is it really that low?
In fairness, it's that low over the course of like all seasons. I'll say this, I don't think I've seen anybody who isn't named Godlike Matt win a game on Tidehunter yet. I think Big Boy LaCroix won like a couple of times on N12. That's it.
I think the hard thing is that long cooldown alts are like stuns. Long cooldown stuns even more so are like hard to use well and play around. So I think that probably makes it harder.
I think it's just that his numbers have just been pretty bad for quite a long time. It's like Mars is in the exact same spot. Like Mars's numbers have been so bad for so long that just like how nobody not named Godlike Matt has won a match on Tidehunter in a very long time, nobody not named Princess has won a match with Mars in a very long time.
Is that true?
PVC won one match with it in Season 13, and I believe that was the only one.
Really? I guess the hero's not super meta, and if you're not comfortable with it, it's hard to like land the combos right. I miss them a lot of times, so.
Yeah, it's not terribly surprising because his win rate through seasons 13, 14, and now into 15, globally, even in this sector, like even at the highest level, even when Mars was picked all the time, his win rate was like 45%, and in MMRs around LD2L, he hovers somewhere along the kind of stinky 44%, which is where he's at right now, and the abandon all hope ye who enter here, like 40% win rate that he was around season 13, early 14.
Yeah, I think that's what he got nerfed last.
They just don't want to see him. Every time somebody starts picking Mars in pro scenes, it doesn't matter if it works or not. They just nerf the hell out of the hero. They just want him out of pro games so bad. They're willing to do whatever it takes.
I miss the old Deso Ags Mars where you could like just press E and then like buildings would die.
10 seconds
and it was super strong. And then you could get it with an OD and he's like literally unkillable because OD Ags would just astral him off cooldown. And he would just kill buildings and there's nothing you could do.
Very interesting to see where the attention is going for both teams here. Alch Capone's second ban phase is mostly looking at, well, really their ban phase as a whole so far is very spread out. 2 bans targeted at BlueJay, 2 bans targeted at Kenny Lavender, presumably. Or no, 1 ban at Kenny Lavender, 1 ban at PBM, 1 at Dark Ace. So they've got at least 1 ban. Everybody on the team so far. On the other hand, MKNY, after banning out the meta stuff at the very beginning, have been focusing exclusively on Kai. They believe he might be some sort of Achilles heel for this team.
Yeah, I'd say Kai is probably the most susceptible to getting banned out. He doesn't have the biggest hero pool that he's comfortable with mid right now. He's got like 4 or 5 heroes maybe, so
Kiro coming up here. It's going to be our Mulski, presumably. Molsky's done really well in the
Dire
Jakiro so
team
far. Cannot imagine this game's going to be different, especially if you're going to pick a Snapfire into it.
Looking pretty rough for Tide right now. Ursa's really good against it in lane, and Snap does a lot of damage to it in team fights.
I mean, Ursa's really good against the Tide forever. It's just not.
That's
He
true.
just never is good. I can tell you that from experience.
5 seconds.
Goddamn dragon made
remaining.
me play that shit. Anyway, yeah, he's just never good into it. Bad in lane, basically a melee creep. Bad in the open game because you basically need your ult to do anything about him, and if he hits R, then you can't do anything at all.
His shard
So-
now does give a little stun.
Yeah, that's
With
true. It's a
the-
little better than it used to be, but it's still not much. And again, if he just is R, you're still basically a melee creep.
Mhm.
Very easy pickings for him, especially with a tree right next to him too. It's gonna slow you, gonna root you for a
Wait,
while.
what was his old shard?
It was that anchor smash could hit
Radiant
buildings.
team pick.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, there's Mr. 44% now.
All right. Well, I think Radiant has won the game already.
I mean, statistically, yeah.
Statistically,
Legitimately, statistically, Radiant. Well, actually, it's kind of funny because it's like one of the
10 seconds
never win
remaining.
heroes has to win now. Either the never win Mars or the never win Tidehunter has
5
to
seconds
win.
remaining.
I guess Mars does have the higher win rate.
I think Tide does actually.
Does it
Globally.
really?
Yeah, both globally and in LD2L, Tide actually holds the advantage here, I believe.
All right.
At least
All
in
right,
the
Tide
MMR
won.
bracket.
Mirana Chikiro's pretty strong support duo. Can really kite out the Ursa. Annoying for the Mars.
Dire
And they
team
can
ban.
easily shut
Tree
down
Mars are kind of
Snapples as well.
anti-synergy too. Ooh. The
That's a
BlueJay
very
Weaver.
ballsy pick. If Weaver gets put in the, if Weaver gets like stunned for a long time in an arena, he's dead. Every single time Weaver gets spear stunned, he's probably going to just die and just nothing he can
Radiant
do about it.
team ban.
Yeah, he's pretty susceptible to getting like locked down, like a tree ant ult, and then into like a Mars arena. It's like he's pretty dead.
But if Weaver
He's-
doesn't die from that, I think Weaver just clowns all over these guys. He just kites out the Ursa all day, has nothing to worry
10
about from anybody
seconds
else.
remaining.
I mean, yeah, if he goes like a Maelstrom BKB, he's like, what can kill in this
5
game?
seconds
He just like
Well,
run
just
away.
Mars just suddenly blinking out a
Dire
fog
team
is
ban.
basically the answer to that. That's it.
Yeah, they don't really have a lot of instant stuff to catch this like Weaver.
Yeah,
They
it's
don't really.
all.
They need like a. They
delayed.
need some hex building hero maybe.
Unfortunately, they themselves banned out the OD.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
don't exactly think this will be the time to bust out the old mid Skywrath Mage.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe it's Silencer. Maybe the place for Alch Capone to go is Silencer. I feel like this team would have a very hard time with that. They can build the hex, and they've got enough meaty men between the Treant, Marzian, and the
Radiant
Snapfire
team
Ursa
ban.
to just stand in front of them and soak the punishment. I think I'd do Silencer on Alch Capone. That's also a hex builder for sure. It's going to really block Weaver out of doing anything in any of the early fights.
10 seconds remaining.
I
Dire
wonder what
team
they're
pick.
going to pick here. They need something with control and some burst.
They need something with control, and a little alt and delete would also be great.
Yeah. Maybe like a void spirit would be
10
good. I don't know if
seconds
Kai plays
remaining.
it.
Yeah. Like I
5
said, I'm
seconds
really
remaining.
high on the silencer in this particular game. I feel like it could really just demolish for the first 30 minutes. Which is probably going to be what they really want.
Yeah, I guess it could work. They could also take the snap mid.
Yeah, they could do that. Sure, Kai probably could play that. That would
Like the
give them
snap
the
mid and pick like a
flexibility.
Bane maybe.
Yeah, it could do like a Bane, move the Trillion to 4, could do like a Skywrath Mage. Could do Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman into Weaver. Particularly nasty lineup. It is surprisingly easy to get him into a position where even if he hits R, he's still just standing in the goddamn snakes. They're going to be, whatever the case, they're going to be thinking about it for another 36 seconds. I have this funny feeling MonkeyKings of New York are going to be debating this last pick for a minute 24 plus pick time.
I bet they like snapped their pick
Radiant
within
team
10.
pick.
The Zeus.
Is
So
this?
there's some damage. Not really a lot of control.
Yeah, I don't like
Can't-
it.
Um,
Kai, this is what you did to me in season 13 against Princess. He ran this against you. I was like, pick a big infighting 1v1 guy. He picked
10
Zeus.
seconds remaining.
who won that game?
You did.
Oh.
Because we didn't have anybody who could 1v1, so you just steamrolled. No, I don't like the Zeus here. It's good for the burst. It's the lightning bolt basically just completely gets rid of the Mirana ult for the most part. But that's where the things I like end. He's gonna pretty much just die if he gets tide ulted, and that's the biggest thing.
He needs to play really aggressive on the Zeus this game.
And that's the problem. He can't.
Yeah. Like they'll get punished too much if he plays like really passive and just sits behind like the T1 mid and just hits the creep wave. They're gonna get punished around the map a lot, I think.
I mean, it comes down to this, right? It's like if Zeus goes and tries to fight a lot, the big stupid watermelon will come and just pulp him. Usually it's not the watermelon that eats you, but it might be in that case.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Jakiro, the Macropire, that really sucks for him. If he gets armor broken by Weaver, he's just a dead man walking, right? So, there's so much that can so easily kill the Zeus.
There's a Storm Spirit that MonkeyKings of New York can pick here, and I think it'll be super free. Because then they don't have you can't lock down the Weaver and you can't lock down the Storm. You have to pick one or the other, and the other one's gonna kill you.
That would be a really good idea. Spirits in general good here. If Void's numbers are better, perhaps.
Oh, Storm.
Oh, there you go.
That's the classic Zeus counter. Classic Zeus, classic Tinker counter.
Classic Zeus counter, classic Tinker counter, classic Mars counter, because you can just zip into the arena and ruin it. Classic Snapfire counter, because you've got so much. Poor Pohohoro is going to be, like, feeling a lot of pain this game. I don't know what the hell she's going to do. She's never going to be able to ult.
Gonna have to have really good positioning this game, because otherwise Pohohoro's gonna get caught out and just die, and it's gonna be feels bad.
Yeah, she's never going to be able to get full ult. Almost everybody on the team has the ability to disrupt her ult, and the one person who doesn't is Weaver, who's never going to get hit by it. Like, really sucks to be her.
And then I think Meph's got a big load to carry this game, because he's gonna have to hit some really good spears so they can kill Weaver or Storm, because otherwise they're not gonna be able to kill either.
Yeah, once the other gets BK, like, it's going to be really tough. I think it's just you're going to have to arena stun Weaver, because eventually, if Weaver gets BKB and you go on the Storm, then Weaver's just going to hit BKB, walk into the arena, and murder you. And there's not a lot you can do about that. Really do not like the look of things for Alch Capone here. I feel like MKNY has so much upside in this draft, and Alch Capone has Mars.
Yeah, they bit of an outdraft here, I think.
And hey, it's just what you wanted.
Another pause to start the game.
And it's like 1 billion years long. Mickle, bro, fix your life.
Man, how long was that pause actually? That was like,
I don't know, because this doesn't show, but that's like that looks like about an eighth of the game in that pause.
geez. That's like there was a game, I can't remember it, but I played it, and it was like there's like a 30-minute pause, and then the game lasted like 22 minutes. Or maybe
Awesome.
it was the Brit stack. I can't remember. Arrow next here.
Right-clicking contest. Kenny Lavender wins.
Just chill, bro.
The trick is to oh my god, another pause.
It's okay, that
There's
was 6 seconds.
I learned this there's a option that it's like auto right click hold or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. But after I enabled that, I started winning the rune fights.
There you go, kids. Big insight from Princess here. Unfortunately, there's no real strategy if both of you have it enabled. I actually really can't use that trick as a... There's a lot of... that option screws me over. A lot. For reasons that I won't talk about on the cast. Why is Mess Clan Tag gravy? Or maybe it's
Gravy.
groovy, but it could be gravy. I mean, it would make sense with potato, right?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's in the Gravy Clan. He's sponsored by Potato. Meth is all about his starches this season. Kenny Lavender's swimming up while he still can. Interesting, Ho-Ho-Horo is mostly just trying to... Oh, okay. Hold on now. Gotta go back in time a little bit and just see how this happens. Okay, just Meth getting just run over here. This lane is gonna suck, no two ways about it. I don't think Mars is a big time laner, to be frank with you. I don't think he's going to be winning any achievements for outstanding laning. He's not the worst, but he's like a 5 out of 10 by offlane standards. Unfortunately, Weaver is like one of the hardest safe lanes to actually lane into. It's like I would say the three that I feel like.
Radiant's
Oh,
courier
goodbye,
has
BlueJay's
been
courier.
Just chill,
The three
bro.
really annoying ones, it's like Weaver, Monkey King, and if you don't have a good counter for it, Ursa, are just like the nightmare safe lanes for
I'd
offlaning.
say in like the same way that Ursa's annoying, Sniper can also be really annoying like that.
That's true, but I feel like you've got a lot more. There's a lot more of the offlane pool that I feel like is very particularly well kitted to killing Sniper. Goodbye, Pahahara. Than is particularly well kitted to killing Ursa.
Not a good day to be Pohoro.
Oh no, not at
Yeah.
all. This is the only part of the
don't-
game where she's going to be able to do anything. It's not going well for her.
Bounty.
This Tide Ursa matchup is kind of hard for Ursa early. This Tide does a lot more damage, especially with the Mirana too. That's gonna click you.
Yep. The good news is once you get a level of your W, he's free kill basically off CD.
Yeah, like level 4 or 5 is when it gets harder. Get the tree at bottom.
Just chill, bro.
Yeah, this lane is just going to be a disaster zone though. While Ursa's going to get bad in a couple levels, BlueJay's going to be bad since the start of lane phase.
Yeah, Weaver's like pretty annoying level 1, and then once he gets a couple levels, he's like, there's nothing you can do unless you like hard counter him.
Mickle is already to the point where he's just right-clicking Kenny Lavender every time he sees him. Now he knows that arrow's down, so what does he do? Roar! Ooh, and yep, down he goes.
Upon the tide. Tide Hunter, if you'll not be wanting that fish, it will make me a very small snack.
That's true. You ever thought about that?
What?
That fish could be a very small snack for Ursa.
Is Tide that a fish though? What is a Tide Hunter?
No, not the tie. He's like got a fish. Well, at least he does on his default skin. Don't think he does with this one. He just like carries around a fish in the hand that he isn't anchor smashing with.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that is default. Oh, the arrow on Earth up top.
Go cookie there.
Oro.
Gonna just completely defuse any situation here. Kai's just gonna take a powder out from mid where he's doing better than expected, but he's still kinda down compared to Storm Spirit, especially in the denies. one?
This lane gets pretty dangerous once Storm gets level 6, which is about to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, he's 6. He's 6, he's got full MP.
From their sails?
Guy's got to be very careful and not just use all of his mana in 1 second like that. Where's the Snapfire?
Oh, on bottom. Diving under the tower.
Really? You're getting this clocked in off lane? You're gonna try and dive the tower? Meth! You're posting cringe, my friend!
Oh, a little bit of mana, he can ult! Oh, Weaver's gonna survive it even if he does ult.
Wow! Tree just barely getting out of there with his life.
Natural magic resistance would save him now. If the Zeus had mana, he could have ulted bot, and they would have killed the Weaver when he had like 100 health.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not the Jack though. Jack has some mangoes. Yeah, I really do not understand the strategy on Meth's part. The only way he's winning is in terms of last hits, and I would be a little surprised. Oh, he actually is winning the net worth contest by a little bit. But I don't feel like he's probably feeling that way right now.
I think he needs to just like kind of chill until level 6 and wait
Yeah.
until Zeus could like contribute with an ult. Is the only way they're really gonna like if he gets to like a spear, rebuke into the arena with the Zeus ult, they probably can kill a Weaver. But other,
Yeah, it's
like,
the best chance they really have in the whole game is like when Marth hits 6. They can bully Weaver for a while, and it can be really bad for him. But until that point, really nothing happening.
yeah, the only the hard part too is that Weaver's higher level. He's probably gonna get ult first, so it means you really have
Poho,
to
quick,
burst
get
him.
rid of his clarity! No! Poho, no! Don't walk away!
Ursul's gonna kill the Mirana. Oh,
Yep.
he didn't have enough leaps.
I think we can pretend that never happened.
It's okay, Mirana can pretend it never happened. Well, now Poho can kill the clarity when it has 1 second left on it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a public service announcement. Please kill the clarities. Almost getting a bit of an awkward spot here. Is gonna pay for it.
You might walk away. Treen might. Oh, Treen's gonna click him.
Yep.
Ours might
Actually
die.
takes a killing spree for that for the Treant. Weaver's really low here, actually.
So is Meth.
Dire's middle tower is under
He has
attack.
spear. Ooh. Only
Weaver
Zeus
had
had
a
5x.
full wand charge there. These guys should definitely watch themselves here. If they are still playing like this when...
Oh,
Oh,
Storm's running
okay.
bot
If they're
with
still
haste.
playing like this when Storm Spirit has a haste
Oh.
rune, then they're dead!
You had your warning.
I believe you had your warning.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, Zeus is walking bottom now.
Flogging bottom, looking for his runes. Or not his runes, looking for his wards. He didn't find any, so he's going home.
Maybe
Zeus,
he should have stayed around there.
Zeus has it in his contract that he
Zeus
only
ult
sticks
now.
around.
Zeus ult now. Oh,
Zeus
he's
ulted.
got 1 HP. Oh, does he take out? He does.
Oh my god!
If he would have done it earlier, it wouldn't have even been a doubt.
Poor BlueJay has to be crying a little bit after that. Did you know that Peter is sponsored by Sui?
Dire's middle tower
Sui.
is under attack.
Yes, Sui.
Is that like a chop thing?
I don't know. It's a PPM thing.
Over here.
PM Sui. Peter. Mars down bots.
Yeah, Mars is just completely dead. Ain't nobody ever been deader than Meth has been in that moment. Yeah, he's trying to buy so much to deal with this physical damage. He's got himself the phase boots, he's got himself the bracer.
He's not doing that bad. He was just ahead of the Weaver net worth wise until that last wave that Weaver killed. So
But again, the sad thing is, even with the net worth advantage, it really just didn't feel like it. It felt like every time he and Weaver had an encounter, he took the worst side of it. Oh,
might
Haro's
be
showing
the
up bot
hero.
here, but like, Who cares? She's level 3. Poho, get some levels, my friend.
Oh no. Did Trian take the tome too? He's almost level 7.
I'd imagine so, yeah. Really should not let this happen to yourself on the... Okay, this is what we need to see. Goodbye, Weaver. Just dies instantly.
I think that's the only way they're going to kill him at this point in the game.
That's the only way they're going to kill him ever, to be frank with you. One lucky thing for them is that, unlike the last time we saw this specific scenario, which Meth probably remembers very well because we had a... Anyway, can't break kayfabe there. Last time we saw that specific, like, a matchup like this, the person who was getting put into the arena a lot, which PL, goodbye.
On Zeus mid.
Action all 3 lanes. Fun is not beginning for PPM. Fun is ending, in fact. Mickle is getting roasted.
Next set. Yep.
No, that's just Meth dying randomly. Come on, Meth, stop that.
Battling it everywhere.
Oh no!
Up!
Oh,
we got all the kills. We got all the kills.
That's a cast first, I think.
Hog camera work.
Anyway, as I was about to say, last time we saw a scenario like this in LD2L, which I believe was also an MKNY game, the team that was the arena target had a load of defensive skills that they could just use. Like they had like an OD on their team, they could just put them in there. They had the Treant Protector, they could put them in there. No, that was Mortez and MKNY team, Sandgangers. They had loads of defensive things for the PL there. This game, Weaver does not have such luck. The only real defensive thing that he's got, if he's in an arena, is if Ty just ults on top of it, basically. Anything else, they pretty much got, until the Storm Spear gets really scary, or better yet, Vortex. Really does not have a lot to do about this. Mickle is in a bit more of a precarious spot than he knows.
I'm over here.
Stacking their stuns, but it doesn't matter because Jakiro didn't stack his. You see, that's the Molsky way. Jakiro did not stack his stun, and as a result, Mickle is no longer with us.
They lose their bot T1, but
that's a fair trade, especially considering they're probably about to get the Dire top T1.
That kill probably stops Ursa battle for you for like a good minute too. He was only like a couple hundred gold away, and now he's dead and a couple hundred gold away.
Now he's 250. Triad is going to be annoying when it comes to this push, but that's about all he's going to be.
And another pause.
There we go. And magically, this tower, in protest of the constant pausing in this series, has disappeared. I do not envy the poor guy who had to cast his live and just sit there and fill time for like 30 goddamn minutes cumulatively in this game.
We are 13 minutes into the game, or 14 minutes into the game, and I believe half the time on the thing has been paused.
About, yeah. I have a swing and a miss on the arrow there, but I don't know how much it's going to matter. Good
Ravage on everybody.
Great Ravage. Peter just dodged the Zeus ult with his own, which I don't think he even meant to. Arena on 0. But Tree ult's going to change that. Big Ice Path! Oh! If Ursa wasn't ulted during that, Storm actually gets out. Crazy team fight.
They just don't see the tide.
No, they do. Don't worry. Would be funny if Trion just had a basher or something there, but no such luck. Molsky? Molsky. Okay. Amazingly, Zeus was at the very edge of that ice path there.
Ursa got his Battle Fury now.
Yep, Weaver already has Maelstrom at this point, so...
And they got a Blink on Mars.
Ursa is doing a good job keeping up here.
Mars does have a little bit of a mana problem this game. He didn't get a Falcon Blade, which is what I use, I think. for the mana item on Mars?
You can get a lot of things. You can get Noli, you can get Falcon Blade, you can get Soul Ring, and get Flame Demand
Yule
that
could be good
cast.
this game too for him. Help set up your spear, especially against a Storm and a Weaver.
Yules? Yep, that could also work. It's a bit of an ask, I think, in this game. I think you're going to need the mana earlier than that, but okay. Ooh, PPM tried to really ride the lightning there to stick around. Almost cost him his life. Get it? Ride the lightning because he's Storm Spirit?
I'll bottle it up for later.
See, you've committed the ultimate self-own because now I can act like you had the cringe joke.
Hero's playing way up mid. I don't think they have
Yeah,
any
they
way to
don't.
punish.
Yeah, they don't have the ability to stop that. Unless they want to commit the. Oh my God, Mickle!
They're
Mickle
all
in big
here.
trouble. That's a great spear, though. Are they willing to drop? No, they got 7 seconds anyway. Oh, hit that. Yeah, baby. Mickle is dead again.
They catch Peter.
Oh! Yeah, Peter just completely eating it. Tight ult to just stop this arena from meaning anything.
Hey, Zeus is cleaning up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it was probably a mistake to try and perform a fight like this with no Weaver present.
Alch kill. Yes.
No,
Zeus
Meph!
tried to steal
really
it. I
fine.
would have too. That kill should have been mine, Meph says. But
No, he almost died trying to dive the
Died.
tower there. The living armor saved him.
Radiant's middle tower is under
is
attack.
it me or is there a bounty rune in that
Structures are
clump of
fortified.
trees down there?
Yes, there is. I assume somebody dug that up and didn't see what happened. Alright, goodbye, Meph.
Alright, you pays the price.
I believe the phrase that is traditionally used for that specific scenario is "stick around and find out." Well, I believe they use a stronger word than "stick," but unfortunately we're on TV right now, so.
Except for those people that are watching us at home on radio, or those reading us in print.
Oh, we're still working out the kinks. Oh, sorry, I can't say that either. We're still working out the issues on the print. We are hoping to get published by March, but currently Penguin Books is Mickle.
Mickle just
Uh-huh.
in a very unfortunate time.
He is not going to be happy when he reconnects.
That's very unfortunate.
Look at these bugs going. He's back, right? Somebody say G!
I
There we
think the limiting factor for Tyre is going to be this Mickle's internet.
Yeah. Well, the limiting factor is going to be Zeus getting eliminated. Oh my God, the Graves on the Tidehunter there. Kenny
Just
Lavender with a
gave
perfect
Avery.
timing. Meph once again has nothing to face but death.
Peter's going to catch Poe over here on the side too.
Oh, Jesus, this is starting to get a little bad looking. They just had a fight that went that badly for them with I believe at the time they might have actually had a gold advantage. Yeah, they would have.
Yeah,
Yeesh.
it was a little weird to fight 4v5 there, because your Ursa was already dead.
Yeah.
They tried to save him, but just didn't work out. And Storm
Well,
had got a full big zip onto the Zeus too, and just kind of 100-0 him.
They saw what happened when MonkeyKings in New York tried to fight without their pause one and said, "Hey, we could do that too." It's like when you chose the worst draft in history and then Looter decided to top you in the next game.
My draft wasn't that bad. The game went out like 90 minutes or like 70 minutes. So
Bro, if one person
He-
buys a
he
pipe,
never-
your whole team does no damage.
that's
And they
true.
didn't
We
even need to
noticed
do
We
that,
noticed-
and you still did no
we noticed-
damage.
we did notice it was very hard to kill them when they had BKBs. I will admit that. Look at DD
Oh, and you kept putting Lotus Orb on and getting dueled by the LC, and he would just get twice the damage.
Maybe if we won it, we'd get twice the damage back.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe if Sand King wins the duel. He even got the Ags. I don't know if you ever even noticed that. He actually is one of the 10 people this month that got the LC Ags. It was amazing, because I was like, oh, it would be awesome if he got it this game. But nobody does that. He did it. Goodbye, Map.
It's not very good early. Ooh, good Ravage here. To catch Ursa before you can use his ult.
Yeah. Kenny Lavender really putting on a very good die performance this game.
Pahoro's in danger.
Pahoro's in dead. Never mind. Peter's getting body blocked. Now Pahoro's in dead.
Yeah, but the Axe is like kind of a grief before you have like enough dual damage. I think. Like,
I mean, it's a binary thing. It's like there's two problems when it comes to a duel that you can have. Either you're just losing the duel, or you're you're just getting stunned out, so you just draw. And in that game, there was no way LC was ever going to lose a duel. Just getting tossed around by Yule Scepters, getting stunned by the Sand King, and stuff like that. So, you just got the Ags. Just kept blocking. You're not going to let them have this tower easily. Geistonly just sitting in the trees, making this as much of a nuisance as possible.
I mean, they don't want to give it up.
No pause?
No pause time left for Ursa, so you have to make a move without him. Kai gets the kill. Oh, but he's gonna get killed in return.
Yep.
Not much you can do there.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Okay, Mickle's back.
That's good.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
At this juncture, it's kind of hard to see exactly what he's going to do. We were very close to the BKB at this point. Mickle TC'd again. Good God, man.
Alright, it looks like it's like when you have bad refs in your game almost for the
Oh boy. Okay, no, never mind. Tidehunter just gonna make this pointless. Kenny Lavender with the quick greaves has been using them really effectively this game. It feels like every time I'm like, oh, this is a huge opening. They're gonna actually nope, never mind, Guardian Greaves. This is another big opening. No greaves for him this time. Bye-bye.
What?
BlueJay definitely overstaying his welcome there, especially without the Jakiro in his lineup.
That was pretty good. 3 for nothing. They actually can get a Roche off this.
Radiant's middle tower.
And they are. Mickle just going right in.
F might die here mid though.
I mean, yeah. At this point, is that even news?
That's true.
We gonna report when the creep waves die as well? What's he at now? 1 and 9? Awesome. At least he has 9 assists. So this is just a completely baseless flame, but I'm still gonna do it anyway.
It's bad. Storm is pretty good against Mars, unfortunately for Mars.
Storm is pretty good against Mars. Tidehunter is pretty solid against the Mars. Jakiro, pretty good against the Mars. One of the only things that your arena just isn't going to block. And Jakiro and Mars haven't even really interacted that much so far this game. This is the biggest thing. Like, we still have yet to see that happen.
I mean, Mars really needs a BKB this game.
Mars really needs anything. He's just so far behind.
Yeah.
Mars really does not have terribly much more money than the support line in this game. The, as they say, the Matty Boy special. Weaver finished up his BKB. When Storm also finishes up his BKB, which he's actually doing right now.
Yeah,
Storm and Weaver just got BKB at the same time. This is going to be a hell of a fight.
This is gonna be a really hard fight for Dire. I don't think they realize. I think they feel strong with this Aegis. But like everybody's gonna get hit by this Ravage because they don't have BKBs on anyone. Uh-oh.
Okay, BlueJay hits his a little early here.
Yes, he's a little preemptive on it. And he ulted too, so...
Got the Ravage was used
Peter.
there. PPM in jail. PPM just going down. We got what might be the only ult of this game from Bohohoro that hasn't been interrupted.
Hey, Kai kind of owned there, just choking out damage. They didn't get on top of him.
Yeah.
One thing they need to do this fight, or this game, is get on top of the Zeus, because otherwise it's not like a ton of damage.
Well, either get on top of the Zeus or just use your BKB at better timings.
That's also true. That would help a lot.
Not just BKB
Okay.
when nothing's actually been even pointed at you yet.
I wonder if we'll see the classic overextend now that they're all going to respawn and then die. Play.
Dota 2 is a fun and balanced game.
We're gonna see Dota 2 is a fun and balanced game. Bean's gonna be happy. What? Tree? BlueJay doesn't care. It's the best part. He didn't even notice.
Does Tree have a shard?
He's gonna have to care very soon. He just showed right in front of Zeus. Okay, it's fine.
Oh.
He's just gonna walk away. They thought he went somewhere else. BlueJay and Peter fighting for money. That did set back the Ags and the Storm Spear pretty considerably, which is very big once that happens. Once that Ag Storm Spear comes out, he basically has a direct counter arena. Meth paying himself.
Ooh,
No,
they're
Mirana's
going
paying
on
him.
Peter.
Oh no! Peter!
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He just hit that BKB. This is a great BKB. They can't do anything to him.
W Meth. No!
They don't have Dursa here. They just can't do anything.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ursa's still coming. They still want to fight.
Huh? He does? Really?
Radiant's
Yeah,
top
this
You
tower
sure?
guy's crazy.
is under attack.
He's got to be a Molly or some powder or some shit.
Never mind. Pahohoro is just gonna show up and just eat the.
And Mickle's gonna walk around and avoid all of them completely, it seems.
No, he's just gonna find PPM, who is going to lead him away from his own team.
Into shadow.
Well, that was awkward.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah,
is
a little
under
strange.
attack.
The bounty rune's still there, I believe, mid. How long will it last? Maybe no.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
it goes the entire game. Bounty rune alone in the trees. It's worth a lot now.
We were getting close to Gleipnir, which is going to be really annoying for Ursa.
Even I like a good ball.
Yeah, that's another way to kite Ursa this game. They already got a lot of slows and stuff from the Jakiro. Mirana's going Yules, which will be able to kite the Ursa. So. Storm just can run away from him. Weaver can just kind of run away from him without a basher.
Tidehunter getting very close to the Ags. He's going for a hood next. Honestly, should probably just pipe. If Tidehunter gets piped, Zeus's damage is just gone.
Yeah, I think the only reason they're dying right now is Zeus damage. Like, Ursa's not doing a ton in the fights, it seems.
Gets rid of all the Zeus damage, gets rid of most of the Snapfire damage. Mirana has lost her marbles. Never mind, the marbles were here all along. Why did only Jakiro smoke break there? That's must have been literally the exact edge there. Fighting without Kenny Lavender is just simply not a good idea. Does have his Zags now.
I think it must have been, it had to have been the exact edge, I guess.
So now he'll be able to do the Mondo Gush. Which this game is probably really good. Just combine that with the Weaver bugs just to completely shred people. Let's see if he's a good boy. Went for the traits for it. Well, he went for one of them. That 10% gush flow actually gets really nasty when you get the Ags, if you're going to do that route. Alright, well, Mars was really looking forward to doing something here once.
Oh, right before Meth got his BKB too. Ursa, you need to get out of here, buddy. Your BKB's about to run up.
Ooh, this is a big Ravage. What? Oh, so he hit BKB at the literal perfect time. Now he's just going to try and TP,
Oh,
and he's
kill
going to do
Kai?
it.
Oh.
Poor Poe.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This is good.
So he's going for his own axe here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Closest storm to hit tags. Halfway-ish, probably.
Yeah, about halfway.
That'll be very annoying too once their BKBs are up.
Dire's
Yeah, right
middle
now as
tower
it stands,
has
this
fallen.
team can do a lot when the BKBs are up, but can do nothing when they're down. And Zeus is already at 7. Ursa's 8. Mars is fresh. His is still 9, but he's also the least important person to have it going. Mars is 2,000 gold ahead of Treon Protector and 2,000 gold behind the Tidehunter. Making for a very nice progression of income there.
That Treant has been kind of just chilling down in this bot lane, hitting creeps
Yeah, just-
and meteor hammering.
Just pushing the flame forever. And he does indeed have this shard. Doesn't have anything
Dagger
queued up
too.
right now, but you can assume probably the way he's playing, this is definitely going to be axe for him relatively soon,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was thinking.
26
Radiant's
seconds to
bottom
Roche, they're
tower
going to
is
walk
under
into it,
attack.
see it's not here, and then walk out. Always unfortunate.
It's like a fight might break out mid here. There's still 20 seconds for
Radiant's
Ravage, I think.
bottom tower is under attack.
20, 15 seconds maybe.
Damn, you're good at counting.
I just remember the last
Storm
time
has
they used it on
arcane.
the bot
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
2 minutes ago, so.
Yeah, that's how me clicking on Tidehunter and showing how long he had probably had nothing to do with it.
Radiant's bottom tower
It's
is
true.
under attack. Dire are scanning.
I have successfully scanned
Yeah,
this out and have dropped lightning on it, but this Roche is just going to die too
Alright,
fast for too much.
they use BKBs before they go in. They do. Okay, there's no tide now. They got the fight.
Oh
Oh,
no. Well, that sucks.
no BKB from Ursa there. He has no buyback as well. Kai dies here. Does he have buyback? I don't think he does.
I don't know what happens if you do, to be honest with you. Without an arena and with the Ravage on the other team, even if they do have buy, you just let this go.
Timeline.
Sure, just let this go to begin with, but you just let it go.
Yeah, it's really hard to fight into them with Ravage. They didn't even need to use it, and then they didn't get a BKB off on Ursa, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, for the record, they did use the arena, and Radiant didn't use Ravage. It's looking bad.
That's about the worst case scenario. And now
This is a very free uphill.
Storm can just go here. He's got Aegis, so he has nothing to be afraid of. If he dies once, I don't think they can kill him twice. They'd have to
Dire's
blow
middle
everything.
tower is under attack.
The only downside is they got the glyph here. It's going to be in a bit of an offensive glyph in play.
I mean, it doesn't even do like a lot of damage either, because Shakiro presses his liquid fire on the building.
Mars is going to lose like a quarter of his health for no reason. Ursa's in the thick of it. Going instantly for Kenny Lavender, who just uses the Ogre Shield Club to get out.
Oh, this is a spear.
This is a very good play here from PPM, who's just constantly frustrating the enemy team's efforts to get him. Big Vortex comes out here. Goodbye to the bear. Goodbye to the grandma.
Dire's middle barracks
Kai
is under
actually...
attack.
Nah, he's fine. Ain't gonna kill him without PPM there. Mars is issuing his protests. Ooh, Kai almost just got hit for a max duration stun there, basically.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I mean, what do you do here if you're Dire? You can't.
I don't think you do
nothing can
anything. I think this is the point where the
You're
draft
only,
just
you're
fails for
only
you.
2 sets of racks. You just gotta accept it, I guess.
Yeah, and what are you gonna do now?
You try to burn 8.
Gonna oh, sad. Mars roots himself off of the Lotus Orb, and Kai dies.
Oh, they just got it.
And they do take the Aegis off of the Storm Spear, but for some reason I don't think he's complaining much about that. Dieback from Mars. This might be a record for fastest dieback in LD2L.
No, I'm sure
Nope,
someone
never
died
mind.
back here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just barely got out of that.
Sure, I've died
Dire's
back quicker.
structures are fortified.
Nobody
Dire's
does it
top
better
towers
than a
are under
3K
attack.
player, they say. Oh, Ursa in?
Dire's top tower
Yeah, Ursa big in
Molsky.
here. BKB up.
Yeah.
Molsky just dead.
They chase the tide here too. No lucky bash.
Yep. Arena 0. Mef tipped. Mef tipped.
That's a tippable moment, I think.
He must have learned from Princess how to do that.
Yeah. No one does it quite like me.
Dark Ace is gonna get
Doesn't
clocked at the
Piranha.
start of this fight. This is a good ult
There's
from
no
Horo.
mana on Storm.
He's gonna die anyway. But still Storm, and that's pretty
Oh,
good.
and bash. Alright. Not horrible, not horrible. We still have a chance.
And all they had to lose was a bunch of racks and some buybacks.
Oh!
Hello.
Got
This
him!
could be good. Stack the stuns and kill him. Okay.
Everything's good. Just as planned.
This is how you come back from a 14k net worth disadvantage. I mean, it used to be
Which says
14K.
ag now too.
It's like 20k last fight.
I'm gonna screw you.
Tyner just finished up his blink dagger. Going for Halberd here. I've got to be honest, I'm not sure why. It's not like Mickle has really been doing that much in these fights. You just need the pipe, bro. I know
think
people
a
hate
force
buying it, but
step.
get
I
it.
think force step could be really good too.
Force F could be really good, but also, stop just taking a million damage from Zeus, please. Just get the goddamn pipe.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It helps you. It helps your friends. Don't you want poor Molsky to survive? I mean, look at him. Look at this
I almost
face.
think people forgot that item exists. 'Cause it hasn't been picked up in so long. That was so bad.
Is under attack.
Actually, have to use Ravage there to break Molsky out of
Oh,
trouble.
Storm's about to spawn. He's TPing
Bro,
in.
what are you doing, Mickle?
Oh.
Oh, he's actually just barely getting out of there due to his blink dagger. Never mind. You remember when I said barely getting out of there? I meant actually going nowhere.
Oh, Peter! The bash!
Peter is, yeah, Peter really just kind of let that happen to him. Never mind. It's all okay. Wow. Yeah, that is a tippable moment. That is a very tippable moment. Oh, MKNY is really not playing to their strengths here.
Ursa just needs to finish his Abyssal Blade and get a Satanic, and I think
Ursa just needs
It
to
is
get an
much
Abyssal
higher.
and a Satanic and keep hoping that for some reason people keep trying to 1v1 him way out of the line of the rest of their team, and they're good.
it's true.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
D2 mid for Radiant. Gonna just fall down here. Nothing really left
You're
to do.
back?
Radiant's middle tower has
Gonna
fallen.
find the Tide Hunter back here, but nothing comes of it.
BKB and Zeus.
You should
Alright.
apologize.
You should apologize. Just didn't want to get arrowed in the middle of the Macapire melt.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
BlueJay just pushed out all the way to T2 bot. And is now going to walk into everybody. Never mind, he's going to scan it out. Gonna do what people with brains do, scan it out.
There's an Ags on Jakiro. He's got pure damage macro. The BKB wouldn't have done anything.
Still thinking about that, huh?
Yes. It's caught in my mind.
Ninja Gear
I'll
up.
think about it for a long time. I'll think about it tomorrow still.
Ninja Gear could actually be really good for the Storm Spirit this game. So you can get into an
bottom.
awkward position. Well, I mean, it's just not dying. Quick, try and TP. Peter! Peter, did the 3 deaths that you just took by using your entire mana bar for nothing not tip you off? That maybe you shouldn't do that just for funsies?
Dire's bottom tower is
no.
under attack.
They're now going to kill this tower under backdoor protection. Maybe.
It's gonna come soon.
Yes, they are. The backdoor actually did not go off there.
It's strange. They have like no minus on it. I don't know how they were able to kill it. Weaver just right click a lot.
Yeah, Weaver does a trillion damage on right click as the
Did
answer
use
to
the
that.
+1 Germinate at 25. I believe that's the left talent.
You are correct.
Need a bit of Weaver back in my day. Alright, they just whiffed the Treant ulti.
Fortunately, they also whiff the macro in kind.
It's ultiple Ursa BKB.
And yeah, this could be going wrong for Ursa now. Ooh. Big Ravagers comes out, sends him,
Kai
sends him out of
run.
here. Another Rax down. Two sets, not even 2 sets, 2 individual barracks remain. Melee top, melee bot.
Melee.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, about Marth's Scrab.
It all connects circle.
Yeah, time is a flat circle. Flat like all of your waifus.
Just like the Earth too.
Can we get that on record?
The Earth is flat because otherwise I would fall off. Because like a circle.
I just
Well,
want you to know that
we are in the northern hemisphere though, so I guess let's just stay on top of it.
I just want you
If
to
we
know
were in
that
Australia, we'd need like some belt to hold us on.
I've seen people who joke about this and then get accused of actually unironically being flat earthers forever, so I hope you're ready for that.
I accept it. It was worth the joke.
It was worth it. It's one of the princess waifu heroes.
I've been wanting this.
My princess waifu hero, Wind Ranger.
Yeah. There's many princess waifu heroes. There's Marcy, there's Drow Ranger, Windrunner, of course.
Mina Pain, it's classic.
Yeah.
Mina,
You should apologize.
Crystal Maiden. All of the classics. PA, my PA skin too. Oh, is he out of vision?
Poor Treant. Okay, the arena 0. Never mind. Die Hunter jumped into it. Doesn't matter. Ursa diebacks. Marth is gone. He does have buy. It doesn't matter. He's already arena'd. Snap's gone. Game is gone, I think. I mean, game's
Bad
been
man.
gone for a minute, but you know. As
They had to
Randy
play
would say,
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
really well. I guess the game seemed a lot closer than the net worth and the scoreboard would lead you to believe, I guess.
I hate to say this because this is going to sound really mean, but I think it's just... I think BlueJay team is just so cocky about their chances of winning. They just did a bunch of dumb stuff, and if they had played seriously from bell to bell, or just started playing seriously at some point, really, there wasn't really a hope here.
They did do a lot of stuff that didn't get punished this game. Kind of weird stuff. And they did get punished though a lot of times.
And
Either got punished for having mana on storm sometimes, or
Meth is going to, in this game, 116 and 15.
Feels bad.
Listen, it's a technically neutral KDA, but not what you want on Mars, I don't think. Goodbye, Zeus.
It's all on,
your last guy.
Pahoro. Alright, never mind. I don't know what she
Mickle
can
calls
do.
the G's. And we're going home.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And Treon's calling GG's from the right side of the screen.
Those are actually opposite of G's, which are
Opposite of G's, which are what? Alright, let's hear your English degree come into play here. What is
so
a
the
G but
opposite-
backwards?
A G but backwards would be an egg.
Q.
So
At least in
egg-
most spots.
he said egg at the end.
Oh dear. Oh, well, the Alch Capone lineup didn't have the organizational issues they had the first time around. Like I said, it did feel like the stand-in did have a lot to do with it. Which, again, no offense to Rod, it's just they're used to playing with Meth, they're not used to playing with him.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, I feel like that's almost where the good things end. This lineup wasn't good, it was just too easily countered. And again, like I said, for the humiliating loss that Princess Gang took to the left side lunchboxes, it's not like the MonkeyKings ever really committed to countering out this lineup, right? They didn't go all the way. They didn't go as far as they could to just put this one out, just smoke them out. Like, you didn't see the BKB on Kenny Lavender or a Pipe of Insight on anybody, and it feels like, you know, those two things in this 52-27 game suddenly turns into like a 58-20 game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Just
also think like they played like they couldn't die on the Weaver and the Storm. They got caught out a couple times where they were just like low health, low mana, when they shouldn't have died at all. So
yeah, MKNY definitely showing a few like they just got overconfident at a few points, but I mean, what do they have to be afraid of? It's like the Zeus pick here. It did a lot of damage, but it didn't win them the game, and it never could have in the most ideal world. The Mars pick was just not good.
Yeah, they needed Mars to play really well this game, I think, to have a chance, because they didn't really have a lot of catch early, and they really needed like good arenas, and they just didn't get those this game, and it made it really hard.
And even if they did, it's like how's this team going to uphill? What are they going to do when they get there? The answer is just get like nothing, none. You just Tide Hunter blows up your waves, Storm blows up your waves.
They need everybody to be dead to be able to push.
And that's just not going to happen at any point for this lineup. Mickle chose good things on this team. Mickle chose like good ideas, and you know, a lesser man probably wouldn't have done anywhere near this well with the Ursa this game. But this is just not a team that's going to win a game like this. They just don't have enough day-to-day catch. They built their entire team around one of the worst heroes in the game right now. Like, that's just the only way I can put it.
Yeah, it's just not much. They kind of got a little outdrafted again in this game too.
And I don't mean to be that guy, but if Ocelot were here, he would probably also comment on how about Treon Protector and Mars effectively do the exact same thing in the cases of team fights. And indeed, I believe Treon ults led to about as many kills on the Storm Spirit and the Weaver as Arenas did. So there's also that. You know, they kind of had redundant picks here that didn't really help each other out. What does a Tree ult do in an arena, aside from make it slightly harder for Mars to hit you into the side of it? Nothing.
Yep.
So, either way, yeah. Alch Capone, few rough draft things. Seems like Mickle's always a slow starter. So, you know, he was a slow starter in Mage 2, he won that. He was a slow starter in Season 13, and if he didn't waste all of his bans on Kai, he probably would have won that. So, maybe once he gets a bit more useful to this specific lineup, we'll see a little bit less of this issue. But either way, with that being said, if you're somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg to sign up today. And houses are still happening to a degree. Qs are still popping left and right. People still need stand-ins. You saw one this series. You saw, Mickle probably needed a stand-in this series, realistically. And yeah, next up for our final game this week, we have MS322 taking on the Outhouse Destroyers, which is what I was supposed to record right now, but I decided not to on a whim. Maybe you'll probably see that with Looter, or if you don't see it with Looter, you'll see it with somebody else.